In a neon-lit city where skyscrapers touch the sky and machinery hums endlessly, reality is distorted. Here, the line between human and machine vanishes, and everyone is connected. But what happens when the mind can no longer bear the weight of the system? Meet a woman, once ordinary, now carrying the dreams and memories of countless strangers, uploaded directly into her cybernetic brain. Trapped in a web of data and control, her world is collapsing, and every moment could be her last chance to choose what matters. In this city, every step is monitored, every word recorded. Privacy is a distant memory, and dreams are stored like files in a massive digital archive. Neon lights flicker above, casting long shadows on the rain-soaked streets. The air is thick with metal, electricity, and fear, built on technology, but at what cost? As the digital overload erodes her mind, Elena faces a terrifying choice: give in to the system or break free and lose everything. Elena, once ordinary, now carries the weight of 1,000 lives. The memories and desires of everyone she's met live in her neural network, but as she absorbs more, she loses herself. Her thoughts no longer feel like her own. Reality and the digital world blur, and she wonders, is she still Elena, or just a product of a corrupted system? The city outside her window is a maze of lights and shadows, a testament to human ingenuity, but also to human decay. The streets pulse with neon signs, advertising the latest technology, the hottest trends, the next big thing. But beneath the glittering surface, the truth is darker. The system that controls everything is breaking down, and so is Elena. Every dream, every emotion, every thought that isn't her own is pushing her closer to the edge. The city may be alive with technology, but she is drowning in it. As the nights grow longer and the lights grow dimmer, Elena starts to lose track of time. One moment, she's in her apartment, surrounded by the hum of machines and the glow of her screens. The next, she's lost in memories that aren't her own. The city outside is a blur, a maze of faces and flashing lights that never seem to stop moving. She's walking a tightrope between reality and the digital void, and every step she takes brings her closer to the edge. The question is, can she pull herself back before it's too late? Elena's journey into this digital nightmare began years ago when she first underwent the procedure to implant the neural interface. At the time, it seemed like the future, an opportunity to be more connected, to experience life through the eyes of others. But what they didn't tell her was that the system would consume her, take over her mind piece by piece until there was nothing left of who she was. And now, she's living in the nightmare of her own making. The city pulses around her like a living organism, its veins filled with data and its heart beating in time with the neon lights. But even as she walks through it, Elena feels disconnected. The faces she passes are familiar, but they belong to strangers now. She can hear their thoughts in her head, their desires and fears, all echoing in her mind. Every interaction, every connection is a fragment of someone else's life. And it's becoming harder and harder to tell where she ends and they begin. But there's something darker lurking in the corners of this cybernetic world, a glitch in the system, a crack in the digital facade. Elena's not the only one losing control. The entire city is beginning to unravel. The memories stored in the system are starting to deteriorate, and with them, the minds of those who rely on it. People are losing themselves in the digital flood, becoming nothing more than hollow shells of their former selves. And Elena is at the center of it all. The question on her mind is simple, yet impossible. Is it worth it? Is it worth staying in this system, living in a world where everything is monitored and every thought is recorded? Or should she fight to reclaim what's left of her mind, even if it means destroying everything she's ever known? It's a choice she never imagined she'd have to make. But now, it's her only option. The deeper Elena dives into the digital world, the more she realizes that it's not just her mind at stake. It's the very soul of humanity. If she loses herself, she will become just another cog in the machine, another mind absorbed into the endless stream of data. But if she fights back, if she dares to destroy the system, she risks everything: her memories, her identity, and the future of a world that's already lost. Every corner of the city holds a secret. Every shadow hides a story, and the deeper Elena goes, the more she uncovers. She begins to question the very foundation of this world. Who controls the data? Who controls the memories? And most importantly, who controls her? As she dives deeper into the heart of the city's digital underworld, she begins to realize that the system may be more than just a tool. It may be alive. The world around her is a nightmare of glowing screens and twisting alleys, where danger lurks at every turn. But Elena is determined. She has to know the truth. She can't keep living this way, trapped in someone else's dream. She has to make a choice, and she has to make it now. Will she destroy the system and risk losing everything? Or will she succumb to the digital tide and become a part of the machine? As Elena's world begins to crack, she faces a decision that will shape the future of this fractured society. She's caught between two worlds. One where she can remain a part of the system, losing herself in the endless flow of data, or one where she can fight back, risking everything to free herself and those around her. But even as she makes her choice, she knows that the consequences will be far-reaching. Nothing in this world comes without a cost. The final choice is hers. But the question remains, what happens when the dream turns into a nightmare? In a city of neon lights, where every moment is stored and every life is controlled, Elena's journey has only just begun. The stakes are higher than she ever imagined, and the consequences of her actions will echo through the streets of the city, forever changing the world as she knows it. As the digital world closes in around her, Elena finds herself standing on the edge, looking down into the abyss. The system is crumbling, the data flows are fracturing, and her mind is on the brink of collapse. But in this moment of darkness, she sees a flicker of light. A way out. It's a path that will take everything from her memories, her life as she knows it, but it might also offer the chance to rebuild. She grips onto that tiny spark of hope, knowing that if she falls, she might never rise again. But this is her moment to choose. Her fingers hover over the final command. The system flickers, the lights dim, and the hum of technology begins to fade. Elena's decision is final. She initiates the shutdown. The city's pulse stutters as everything she once knew begins to disappear. The neon lights flicker, the voices in her head go silent, and for the first time in a long while, Elena feels alone. But it's the kind of loneliness that brings clarity. The digital world is gone, and with it, the weight of all those dreams and memories. Elena is free, but freedom comes at a cost. As the city around her begins to rebuild, a new world emerges from the ashes. The streets are quieter, the neon lights less harsh. The system is no longer in control. People are waking up, free from the digital chains that once bound them. But Elena knows that the road ahead won't be easy. There will always be those who try to rebuild the system, to reignite the machines that once ruled their lives, and she'll have to be ready to fight for the freedom she's just reclaimed. She walks through the empty streets, feeling the cool night air on her skin for the first time in what feels like forever. There's a sense of peace now, but it's fragile. The city has been freed, but the fight for true freedom is just beginning. Elena knows that she's not the only one who's been changed by this experience. Every person in the city is now a part of the new world she's helped create. But what happens next is up to them. The choices they make will define the future. Elena's journey may have ended, but the world around her is only beginning to wake up. The system that once controlled everything is gone, but it's not gone for good. The question remains, will humanity choose to rebuild the world on its own terms, or will it fall back into the comfort of digital control? Elena's story is a warning, a lesson in the dangers of losing ourselves in a world that isn't real. It's up to the next generation to make sure it never happens again. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Elena's actions have changed everything. The world may be different now, but it's also freer. And for the first time in a long time, people can choose their own path, their own dreams. Elena may have let go of her past, but she's given humanity the chance to build something better. And as the neon lights fade in the distance, she knows that this is just the beginning. If you've enjoyed this journey through the dark and neon-lit streets of the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest stories. Leave a like if you believe in the power of choice, and let us know what you think of Elena's journey in the comments. Your thoughts and feedback are what help us create more worlds like this. Join the AI Stories community, where the future is just one click away. Remember, every story is a new dream waiting to be lived.